The year of the exclusives. How's it going, my wrestling heroes? It was. Feel like this year there was a lot of stuff that you had to go out and search for. You couldn't have gone on Ringside Collectibles and find, well, I guess for the Ringside exclusives you could have, but anything apart from that, you guys, it was tough, man. It was a battle out there, especially when it comes to those scalpers. Don't even get me started with those scalpers. Before I get into this video though, I want you to drop it in the comments section. Which exclusive line did you prefer best? Whether it was, like a Target, Walmart. First one that I want to start out with are the NXT Takeovers. Actually, the Target exclusives in generals. This was the only NXT Takeover Elite Wave that we did get. You guys want to see like a basic, version of this video? Drop it in the comment section. But for right here, yeah, this one we got Bobby Roode, Amber Moon, Roman Reigns, and Rusev. I think the favorite one from this line, if you guys did see the review on this, because we did get a chance to, I think it was pretty much 95% of these figures that you're seeing in this video, we did get a chance to go on in-depth review. So if you want to find out a little bit more about the actual figure, go on the channel, you guys. Bobby Roode was definitely my favorite one from the line, and it was because of that belt, that one that they had introduced, into the line, as well as recently within that same year of the actual NXT show. So it was really nice. Plus, it was the very first Bobby Roode Elite. Amber Moon was great. She had a lot of stuff going on with her entrance deco. You had Rusev from his earlier days, and you had the Big Dog when he had first started out. Right here, WWE Hall of Champions. It was initially the Hall of Fame, and they had converted it. This one I felt like it took a while. There was like so many images that were being put out for this wave, but it took a while, man. And once they did though, they started, keep pumping them out. So the ones that we saw here was Johnny Gargano, Ciampa, which, at that time it was the DIY set, so they did have the matching attires. Ron Simmons and the Big Red Machine, which right here, really awesome to see this Kane. Yeah, we got it in Elite Series 12, but it was so rare, man. So when they put that back out there, it gave a lot of people a lot of opportunities for those that had missed out first go around. This one right here, this was actually one of the most recent ones that we have reviewed. This is Ultimate Warrior, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, and Paul Bear. Paul Bear was originally, this was the second time that he had been put into the line. First it was Build-A-Figure, but there were significant differences in the figure to still be worth the pickup. Right here, Road Dogg and Billy, another ones that were extremely rare. Different style attire from the first wave that we got. And Ultimate Warrior, probably the best one yet from all the Ultimate Warriors, and that's kind of saying a lot because that one from the Legends line was lit. Right here, this was quite possibly, I think for me, for the WWE Hall of Champions, if you ask me like which series you like the most, I feel like this one, and not just because of Latino Heat, but just because of all the ones that were in this. I mean, Batista, this is from his WWE title run. Undertaker, a better version of the Ministry of Darkness, because there was the one that was the SDCC exclusive, and then again, it wasn't put back into the line, into a different, I think it was the Epic, no, not Epic Moments, but it was some defining moments. There you go. So this just a better version of him. Rikishi, another one, like just a completely revamped from the very first Elite. It was a cloth on this as opposed to like the rubber material that they had used on the first one. The ringside exclusives, you guys, it was an okay year. I can't say it was like awesome. I mean, you go back in the history of ringside exclusives, there are so many that come to mind. You had that Rey Mysterio, you had that CM Punk. I think 3 out of these 4 were definitely a must in the collection. We had the version 1 Matt Hardy that they had given us, the ECW when they had brought back, back into WWE. You had Brian Kendrick and Bret the Hitman Hart from King of the Ring. I don't know if you can consider these part of the actual, they are exclusive to ringside, but what I'm saying is that they weren't put out by Mattel. These were put out by Storm Collectibles. I mean, it all depends on who you ask, whether or not they are in scale. Still great Hulksters. This is the one, well, this and also the NWO Hulk Hogan are the ones that we'll most likely see here in 2019, but I'm still going to consider these part of the exclusive wave. Love the articulation on these, you guys. Attitude Era, this kind of goes back to the same subject. They were first talking about being them GameStop Amazon exclusives, and then Ringside got their hands on these. This was Triple H, The Rock, Chris Jericho, and Stone Cold. I still feel like The Rock was my favorite one. Yeah, they're not showing it in this one, in this image, but the glass that they had used were extremely rare because it was that one figure, that one elite in the defining moments line that they had gotten. It was like gold glasses. And it's not just because of the glasses. It's that $5,000 shirt or however much it cost. Triple H, it was the torso that really bothered me. Jericho, we had gotten it in basic. The Fan Central Elites were a highlight. I mean, for Toys R Us figure history, it was a highlight in that elite line, you guys. We had gotten Sexual Chocolate, Mark Henry, Big Show, Triple H, and Bobby the Brain Heenan. I think 3 for me. 3 out of the 4. I mean, Bobby was still nice. It was a nice piece, but it was just a very bland attire. Out of all of the attires that they could have gone for Bobby, they went with the plain black one. I think the Big Show was the best Big Show. They had given us a new sculpt because of all the weight he had lost. Triple H, we never got this Triple H like in this style with the short. Like, this was kind of like my attitude era right there, dude. Was so hyped to get this one. And then Mark Henry, come on, dude. Do you really have to get into depth detail when you say Sexual Chocolate? Now, when it comes to like a dual pack, this was only released in WWE shop. This was the Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy right here. This was like almost like towards the end of Attitude Era. I was kind of hoping more like Team Extreme, but this is the one that we had gotten. And what they did with this one was that they brought back that old school packaging, like the very first Elite waves, like Elite 1, Elite 2. This is the style that they had introduced it with. So when you put this on display mock like that, man, dude, it just looked fire with the rest of like the earlier Elites. Now the flashbacks, these Walmart ones right here, this was a build-a, it was a collect and connect. It was kind of like a display piece, which was like the SummerSlam interview area. They did get away from that, and I'll get into that just in one sec. 6 was the he's 6th member from NWO, but the 4th member in this line, Mean Gene Oakland, with the interchangeable parts. This was Mattel just saying, hey, we're going forward with some new stuff. And that was oh man, some of you guys may not be a Mean Gene Oakland fan, but the fact that we had gotten this interchangeable parts, dude, awesome. We got the Ultimate Warrior, the one that we saw in the battle pack with John Cena, and we got Yokozuna right there. The Collect and Connect piece wasn't as good as the Heartbreak Hotel. The Heartbreak Hotel was like the one, like, because we've been talking a lot about like play sets that they need to make. This one was up there with like the barbershop as far as like the top play sets that we definitely need. Eventually in the line, Heartbreak Hotel consisted of the bad guy, Alundra Blaze, Shawn Michaels, and the second time that we had seen Doink the Clown. Now these, I actually never found these. I still have yet to find or get my hands on King Harley Race and Jake the Snake Roberts. I did manage to order Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Stone Cold, but I don't know what's going on. Like, if you still go on eBay, and these are still fairly new, so they might eventually release like a second wave of these. I just feel like they were poorly put out there. Harley Race is still going for 125. So I'm trying to play the patient game, you guys, because that's the one figure that really stood out to me from the set. I mean, who was the only one from the line that was first time. The Fan Centrals right here, these are actually ones that have been switched over. Now you're going to find these at Walmart. I know earlier in the video we were talking about Toys R Us, but these are actually now part of the Walmart line, as well as the WWE Survivor Series, which was that Shawn Michaels, AJ Styles, Bobby Roode, and Alexa Bliss. Now, GameStop exclusives right here, these were the 3, and these did have the very unique packaging. It was like kind of like that arcade. This was the Rockers, Shawn Michaels, the Rockers. If you picked up 2 of these, easily conversion. If you had the old Marty Jannetty head, pop that one on there. You had the Macho Man, right? And then you had that most detailed fabric piece. Well, at least that's kind of what Bill had said, that the most time spent in any fabric piece was on that honky tonk, man. Now, Walgreens, I don't know if they kind of just stopped putting these out, because we were supposed to get more. I know Alexa Bliss was supposed to be in this line, but the only thing we've gotten for 2018 was Maurice and Becky Lynch. Now, the variants, the one that we've seen so far, and he's actually up right now at, GameStop, or not GameStop, at WWE shop right there. That's the one from Elite Series 63. We haven't seen the rest, so I can't say that these even fall in the category for 2018, but we can see where they're going. But again, let me know, drop it in the comment section. Would love to hear your thoughts as to which series, which exclusive line you enjoyed the most. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.